Yo, what's going on YouTube? Nasif here from Click, and today I'm going to be doing a different video. It's going to be about Jailbreak, and obviously this is an iPhone video. So first things first, what to say is if you're not on 10.2 right now, it's too late for you. Apple stopped signing the 10.2 IPSW and firmware, so even if you try to downgrade from 10.2.1 to 10.2, iTunes just won't let you do it, and you're kind of stuck with 10.2.1. So if you are on 10.2.1, I recommend just don't update for now. Just keep it at 10.2.1. Even if at 10.3 comes out and there's still not a jailbreak, just keep it, because there's a higher chance that they'll jailbreak 10.2.1 before they do 10.3. So that's that. If you're on iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, you have to be on 10.1.1 or before. So if you're not on that, then again, too late for you. It sucks. But if you're patient enough to kind of wait it out and not jump to 10.2.1, or if you downgraded quick enough, like I did, I downgraded a few days ago and got the jailbreak installed. Fantastic. So this is just going to be a run through of the my favorite tweaks on the Cydia store, and we'll just go through them. So first things first, I'm just going to go into the settings app and kind of run through the tweaks that are in here, and then I'll go through whatever else that I have on the phone. So first up, we have circle icons, and as you guys can see in the settings here, all my icons are circles, and I think it just looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit more classic or elegant than the other iOS I guess icons that were previously there. Nothing really to configure in here. You can remove the icons, or you can change the shape back to the rounded corners one. So it is what it is. Cylinder. Now cylinder is essentially, it's an effects thing. So you have all these effects here, and you can just basically, it's like Barrel but for free. So you have all these different effects here, and it's great. I mean, it works flawlessly. I haven't had any issues with lag or delay or anything, even though it says in the get out of Cydia there. Come on, there we go. Even though it says in Cylinder here under effects, way at the bottom it says if you use 3D effects or combining certain 3D effects will cause lag. I've combined quite a few, didn't have any lag issues with it. So I mean, so far so good, no problems with that. Next up is Eclipse, and that's kind of paired with Noctis. So a little bit of a rant here. So iOS and Apple, and we've been waiting for dark mode for God knows how long. We haven't gotten it, so screw them. You got to jailbreak it. You got to install Noctis. You got to install dark mode by yourself. So there you go, guys. And it looks really, really slick. There's tons of settings. There's tons of features in Eclipse and Noctis. So you can switch your colors around. It doesn't have to be dark mode. You can switch it to different colors like amber or red or gold. Like there's all kinds of different colors you can switch to. And it's pretty much system wide. So any notifications you get will be dark. The control center is dark. Your messaging app is dark. Like, it's essentially system wide, and they'll be continuing to update it to include more apps. I think Twitter, you can turn it on as well. And when App List gets updated, the Cydia, I guess, tweak or whatever, you'll be able to switch which apps you want to have on there and which ones you don't. So that's pretty solid there. Next up, as you guys can see, actually we'll got to turn the timer up a little bit here, is Evanesco. So basically all this does, you guys have been watching, if you don't touch your screen for a set timeline, I just changed to 7 seconds, your icons will fade away, and you can change how much they fade. I just wanted them to disappear completely. I think that looks pretty solid, and you just have your wallpaper in the background displayed, and then obviously they come back once you tap the screen, and it's pretty great. I mean, it looks pretty slick. Looks like, you know, and the thing is, you know what, I try to keep my stuff on my iPhone almost stock. So like if some kind of random person picked up the phone and decided, hey, let me play with it, maybe they would notice a tweak or two, but generally it's a pretty butt stock iPhone. Just a few different things going on here. No slow animations, pretty much self-explanatory. You can switch how fast your animations be. I put them to about 0.5. So just where I like it, with the Android developer options, you can scale your animations down. So I scaled down, I think it's 0.59 there. So this one's about 0.6. On my Androids I have 0.5. It just makes things a little bit faster. You don't lose your animations at all. Like you know, if it's at 0.5, you still have your animations there. They're just sped up a little bit. And I was playing with another friend's iPhone today, and dude, the animations are so slow without this tweak. So this one's a must-have, I think. Repower is a tweak that is necessary for anyone who jailbreaks. So obviously you get 3 sliders here. You get slide to power off, slide to reboot, and slide to respring. And I think it's great. You know, you get these options here. Obviously you need to reboot once in a while. Respringing is a must for jailbreaking. You got to do it so often when you install tweaks and stuff. So it's just a nice tweak to have there, and it looks pretty much stock. Again, it looks like it's an Apple designed tweak, so it's pretty solid there. Next up, we have swipe selection. So we'll take a look. We'll head into the Notes app over here. And there you go. So I typed a message, hey, how's it going? So you have a bunch of different things here, like you can use your space bar. So I have it configured to use my space bar as my cursor. So if I want to scroll back to it and get right in between that apostrophe there, you guys can see it's better. I think it's better than having to hold the magnifying glass and kind of slide your way over, because sometimes when you take your finger off, it moves over to a different word or different letter or something, so it's a little bit finicky. And then also you can kind of mass select stuff, so if you hold the delete button and swipe back, you can select the whole paragraph, or you can select just a little bit and tap delete and you get the whole thing. Now there's other features in there, I just don't use them. I just use the basic ones, and it's pretty much like it's the spacebar things like the 3D touch with the iPhone 6s and 7, and the delete thing is like the Google keyboard, the Gboard, where you can select stuff and delete it. So that's pretty solid. I think it's a tweak that you need to have if you're a heavy texter like me. Next up, we have Zeppelin. So if you guys have noticed in the top left there, I have a little Apple logo as my carrier icon. So this theme, right, or this tweak is not 100% supporting iOS 10. So the only problem is when you switch the tweak or you switch the thing, you have to switch it again. I get another text from Wakas. Yo, what's up, Wakas? Shout out to Wakas. You want to come play ball at 9? I'll check that out in a minute. But we have a bunch of different icons here, so you can switch these up to whatever one you'd like. But the only problem is when you switch it, you got to switch it to another icon before the change will take effect. So it's a little bit finicky. I finally got mine on the Apple logo, so I'm going to keep it there. I'm not going to switch anything up. So that's pretty much it for any tweaks that have any configurable settings. Next up, obviously you guys can see the wallpaper. Like, how the hell do you get that on there? And that's with a tweak called VWallpaper 2. So it's Video Wallpaper 2. So what you can do basically is you go to Manage Current Theme. You can enable this on your lock screen, your springboard, and there's just a bunch of different features in here. So for the springboard, you can change the video to whatever you like. So you have the Arkham Knight Fire logo, which I like, and then you can download them from. I use the user managed repository. You select your screen size. And you have a bunch of different things going on here. So you have, bubbles, ninjas, volcano. There's a COD logo. Like, you can change it. There's all kinds of stuff in here. You got the 3D touch fish from the iPhone 6s, and it's pretty solid. So I mean, you just select it. It'll download right away, and then you can just enter that in. You don't need to respring, and it just turns that into your wallpaper, and it looks awesome. I think this Batman logo looks sick. If only I could throw a click logo somewhere on here that was on fire too. That would be awesome. But yeah, guys, that's it for that tweak. Next up, now they got the small things. So on the bottom there, as you guys can see, the dock is completely transparent. There's no white background on the dock there like there normally is. I think that's called transparent dock or clear dock or something. There's all kinds of tweaks that do it. I think this one was just called transparent dock though. Next up, we have the tweak. I think this is the last one. This one's called Horseshoe. So basically all it does is it merges instead of having 2 pages for your control center, you have your controls, you have the flashlight camera and all that stuff, the shortcuts, and then you have all of your sliders and stuff all on the one page here. So you have your volume slider, you have your brightness slider, you have the music controls, and you have your toggles here this is for AirPlay. What is this one here? You got night shift, turn that on and off. You got dark mode. So it'll call all your apps, then switch over to the normal mode, and then you have AirDrop, which is there. So it's honestly, I think it's a little bit cleaner. I think Apple needs to kind of implement this into the stock iOS, because I'm so sick of when I have music playing, you got to swipe up, swipe over, and then switch over your stuff. So this tweak's pretty solid. In terms of was there any other features and stuff do I have? I don't think I have any other stuff, going on here other than those features. So it is pretty much very basic setup. I mean, I wanted to keep this video a little bit shorter. Oh, here we go, last one. So we have iCleaner. So you go in here and it cleans out all the shit on your phone basically. So we'll click clean, and we'll see how many gigs or megs that it cleans up. Let's see, here's cleaning up Safari. Now this might take a little bit, so I'm gonna pause the video right now. Okay, never mind. It's going. So while it's doing that, I also want to talk to you about the jailbreak. So the jailbreak is a semi-untethered jailbreak. So there's 2 catches to this. So it's semi-untethered. So that means anytime you turn. Oh, Fukas is FaceTiming me. This guy's desperate to play some basketball, man. So anyway, we'll let him FaceTime me. So you have the options to jailbreak, right? So what was I saying? I've lost my track. He called me on FaceTime and I've completely lost track. So basically it's a semi-untethered jailbreak. So what that means is you jailbreak it, And if you reboot your phone or turn your phone off, turn it back on, or if the battery dies, you'll have to run the Jailbreak app over again. So it's not hard. All you do, I'll show you in a sec. You go into the Yalu app. And there's an advertisement for iCleaner. It's done cleaning up. So it says here it cleans 700 megs out. So I'll say, yeah, we'll respring. So like I was saying, if you reboot your phone, you got to re-jailbreak. It's really one click and that's it. And then the other catch is if you install this jailbreak, you'll have to reinstall the app after 7 days. So after 7 days, the app is going to stop working. And it's really easy. You don't have to do anything. You just go to your computer, use Cydia Impactor, you drag the IPA over, install it, done and done, and you're back to normal. So those are the two catches with this jailbreak. And on top of that, if you're not on 10.2 right now, then it's a little bit too late for you, I guess. So that's pretty much it, guys. I tried to keep this a little bit short, but it's gone on for about 10 minutes now. But those are all my jailbreak tweaks. If you guys want to see a tutorial on how to jailbreak, I can do that for you as well. And maybe I'll make another video in the future as I test out new tweaks and play with them. And also want to just mention that all of these tweaks are 100% stable, and as of now they haven't taken a hit on my battery. My battery's been fantastic. It's great. I've been using my phone basically all day. Got up at around, I slept in today, it's about 11 o'clock. I was on YouTube for a couple hours. Used it for texting, all that stuff, and I'm at 53%. And Wakas is hitting me up again, so I better answer that call. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like on it. Feel free to sub to the channel. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.
Being born, same time a man is murdered, the beginning and end. As far as rap goes, it's only natural.